Hello and welcome back to Best Bets. What's going on? I am Matt O'Leary, joined by Joe Manniello. Joe, how you doing today?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Doing pretty good. It was a pretty fun weekend of football for us over the Wildcard Weekend, no?
Not my record, but yeah, the games were good.
Record-wise, not so much, but the games were definitely entertaining. As you said, Joe, tough week, 0-4. I went 3-1. One of the rare times I feel like that I had a better record than you this year.
Yeah, it was a tough week. Once the Bills, my best bet, blew that 16-0 lead, I should have just stopped watching the games.
It was a bad omen right from the start, that's for sure. Well, let's get into the divisional round. First game on the slate is the Vikings and the 49ers. The Niners are favored by 7 at home. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I think the Niners will win. They're the 1 seed. They've been one of the best teams all year. I think they've been the most complete team, offensive, defense all year. I love Kyle Shanahan and I love that defensive line and the pass rush with Nick Bosa. I think D Ford is back. They're super healthy. But as far as the spread, I like the Vikings getting 7 points. I think it's a few too many points. If you look back at the Niners, their last 5 games, they wouldn't have covered this number in any of those games. They were all close games. They wouldn't have won by 7. They didn't win by 7 in any of those games. And the Vikings, I feel like, they're a 6th seed. Nobody gave them a shot last week except for one guy who follows me on Twitter. He predicted a Vikings win.
Okay.
I thought it was crazy, but everyone picked the Saints. We had them both going to the Super Bowl, and I'm shocked that they beat the Saints. But I feel like a team like that has, playing with a little bit of house money, 6th seed. They got nothing to lose. All the pressure's on the 49ers. And also, this is a rare game where Kirk Cousins actually has more playoff wins than his counterpart. Jimmy G is his first start in the playoffs. It's also Shanahan's first game as the head coach. He was the OC with the Falcons. But I feel like all the pressure's on the Niners. I think they win by like a late field goal or 4 points. So I feel like 7 points is too much. So I'll take the Vikings.
Okay. See, I'm on the exact opposite wavelength with you. I like the 49ers a lot in this game because, to me, I think the Vikings are setting themselves up for a letdown game. They have a ton of momentum coming off of the Saints win. No one expected them to win this game, and now people are starting to give the Vikings and Kirk Cousins some credit, and I think they're going to run into a buzzsaw to the 49ers, who are now well-rested, had an extra week to prepare, and I just think, roster-wise, I know you're saying you expect the 49ers to win, but I think they win by double digits, maybe 2 touchdowns even. I think this is one that gets out of hand kind of early.
Yeah, it's definitely possible, but I feel like the Vikings have a lot of good players, so I think they'll keep it close.
All right. Next game on Saturday night is the Titans and the Ravens. Ravens are favored by 9.5. Who do you like here?
Yeah, similar game as the first one. I feel like the Ravens will win, but I don't think they'll cover. I feel like it's, again, too many points. 6 seed Titans, same as the Vikings, a lot of juice. They just knocked off the Patriots, possibly ending a dynasty. I mean, I can see someone saying it could be a letdown, but I think it's the opposite. I think that kind of carries over. I think Mike Vrabel's guys are a tough unit. Derrick Henry just did 182 yards against Bill Belichick's defense. And the Ravens, they were amazing all year. They won 12 straight to enter the playoffs, 14-2. Most of the games were, I think 10 of the wins were at double digits, and a lot of them were blowouts. So they can definitely win this game by 14 to 20 points. But I just feel like Derrick Henry will keep the Titans offense on the field long enough to keep Jackson on the sideline. I think it's a close game. Maybe Ravens by a field goal or a touchdown. So not to win by 10 points, I think it's asking too much. And again, all the pressure's on the Ravens. Lamar Jackson MVP. There's, Titans, no one expected them to be there. So I feel like similar to the first game, I think 9.5 points is too much. So I'll take the Titans.
We're going to be 0 for 2, Joe. I am going with the Ravens minus 9.5. I don't think the Titans offense is going to be able to do enough to keep pace. I know they're a really solid defensive unit, and they might be able to contain Lamar Jackson and that high-powered Ravens offense a little bit. But to me, I think this is a game where it's close for about the first half, and then in the second half, Ravens pull away a little bit. They are riding high, as you said, ending their season on a 12-game win streak. I think that they don't, get that first round bye as a number 1 seed and look like the favorites to win the Super Bowl and give you a close game. I think they run away with this one and win by 2 scores.
Okay.
Third game on the slate is the Texans and the Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 9.5 at home. Who do you like?
Yeah, this is my best bet of the week. I like the Chiefs a lot. They actually played earlier in Week 6 at Arrowhead. Texans actually won that game 31-24. I remember I picked him that week. I liked him a lot that week, but not this week. Patrick Mahomes hurt that game. I mean, he wasn't like fully hurt. He played, but he had an ankle injury, and the O-line had some injuries, and they were banged up. And the Chiefs actually had a 17-3 lead in the first quarter, and then Texans just stormed back, and they won 31-24. But I think the Texans, as the 8 remaining teams, I think they're the worst team. I mean, Deshaun Watson's great, and he's similar to Russell Wilson, where he just always seems to make plays like he did in overtime to beat the Bills, escaping that. He got sacked 7 times. He was still able to escape some pressure and make that big pass to set up the field goal. I just feel like the Chiefs right now, they're clicking. They got that first-round bye, thanks to the Dolphins. And Andy Reid is 18-3 off a bye in the regular season. And he's also 4-1 in the divisional round off a bye, including last year's 18-point win against the Colts. I remember I loved the Colts that game, and it was snowing, and they had no chance. I feel like the Chiefs right now, they're clicking. They finished the season on a 6-game win streak, all covers. And their defense is the story. They're really playing well. Had a couple 3-point games where defense is dominated, and I think they're, the knock on them has been their defense the last couple of years, but Spagnuolo has really turned it around there. And it's the whole Chiefs off a bye. I don't think the Texans are that great. Their pass defense isn't good. I think Mahomes has a big game, and Chiefs get to the title game in Baltimore. So Chiefs minus 9.5, best bet.
Okay, Joe, 0 for 3. I'm going with the Texans and the points here. I think the Chiefs win the game, but I think this has the marks to be a shootout a little bit. I know the Chiefs should be able to put up a bunch of points against the Texans. Yes, the Chiefs' defense is much improved, but I think you're looking at like a 34-30 kind of game or a 34-27 kind of game, maybe if it gets to a touchdown difference. But I think the Texans have the offense in order to keep it kind of close. I agree with you that they're probably actually I might say the Titans are the worst team remaining, but I think that I'm not a big Bill O'Brien fan, but Deshaun Watson's too good in order to not cover this spread in my eyes. So I'm going to take the Texans plus 9.5 here.
Okay.
As for the last game, the Seahawks versus the Packers. Packers are favored by 4.5. What do you like?
Yeah, to me, this is a toss-up game of the weekend. I mean, anything can happen when these two teams play. They had that crazy championship game a few years back when the Seahawks were down 16-0 and 19-7 late, and they won to make it to the Super Bowl. And they also had that crazy Monday night game, the Phil Mary play. So I just feel like this. Who knows what's going to happen in this game? But 4.5 points is just too much. I think Russell Wilson, he's proven all year that no matter what, they always find a way to keep these games close. Both of these teams, to me, I thought they were overrated all year. I don't think they have been as good as their records all year. They won a number of close games. Half of their wins were like by 7 or 8 points averaged out. And but the 4.5 points is just too much. I think it's a field goal game either way. And the Packers were 7-1 at home, but the Seahawks were 7-1 on the road. So it's like a something's got to give kind of game. And the Seahawks won last week, so another 8-1 on the road. And they just always find a way to keep these games close. Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, who I thought was going to have a big year, he's been phenomenal. And Pete Carroll has a ton of playoff coaching success, as opposed to Matt LaFleur making his debut. And I think they're evenly matched teams. I don't think the Packers. 13-3. To me, it's so misleading. I mean, I've seen saw a bunch of their games, and then I didn't watch the whole game. So watching Red Zone and watching highlights, there were so many close games. That Lions game that they should have lost earlier in the year. They barely beat the Lions in Week 17 when they had a bye on the line. I don't know, something about them. I feel like they. I don't know if they play down the competition, but they always have trouble getting into a rhythm on offense. So I think Russell Wilson keeps it close, and I even think the Seahawks might win. So getting 4.5 points to me is a steal. So Seahawks plus 4.5.
We are 0 for 4, Joe. I'm going with the Packers minus 4.5 as my best bet. I don't think the Seahawks played all that great on the road in Philadelphia against a team without their starting quarterback once Carson Wentz went down. And I think with the Packers, I know that they have a young head coach who doesn't have a ton of experience, but Aaron Rodgers does have a ton of experience. And I think that him in the divisional round, there's been a lot of talk about Rodgers not winning the big game in recent years gone by. The team's underachieved, and I think he wants to prove some people wrong. I think the Packers are going to be able to win this game by a touchdown. I'm going to say 27-20 final.
Gotcha. All 4 different. That's perfect. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, I like it. And definitely it should be interesting to see next week when we're talking about it, who ended up having the better week. I'm certainly excited to see that. And I think it's probably the first time we all went different picks. I like it.
Oh, yeah, because usually it's, all 5. Well, they're not always the same game, but I think last week we did what? We differed on 2?
Yeah, I think we differed on
Saints, Vikings, and Texans, Bills, I think.
Yep, absolutely.
But yeah, I wish I had kept with the 49ers as my Super Bowl team after the Saints laid an egg.
Yeah, unfortunately, both of our Super Bowl teams are out of it after the wild card round. Not the best, but definitely excited to see what happens this week. Joe, thank you so much for hopping on with me again, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Matt. Thanks so much.